Wobbly Bob's Dial-Up Internet Show. Hello and welcome to this new episode of Wobbly Bob Dial-Up Internet Show. Today we're talking about the big topics that matter, the things that you really care about there on the internet. When you're making tea, should you put in the milk first or last? So on line one we have somebody who's got a strong feeling about a thing that doesn't really matter very much. But anyway, let's go ahead with this and give it a go. So what's your feeling, line one?
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Wobbly. I'm very excited to be finally on the show. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. What's your name, please?
My name is Philip Gentletouch, and I would like to say on this issue, which is, I'll forgive you for your flippancy, because it is obviously a matter of utmost importance. Mm-hmm. I am milking first. That is a law that I am prepared to live and die by. Okay,
so you think it should always be...
No, I think it must be milking first, not should. Must.
What about if you drink your tea without milk?
Well, that obviously
is that acceptable?
Doesn't that if you want to go off down that weird path of unmilky tea, that I won't judge you. I won't. I don't agree with the proposed law to criminalise such behaviour. I think we should live and let live, and if people want to be that stupid, let them.
Okay, that's quite sort of positive, I think. Just out of interest, what's your opinion on coffee?
Milking first.
Oh, okay, so it's milking first for coffee as well. Okay,
yes.
It's nice that you're uniform with this. So for a little bit of, exciting radio contretemps, on line two, we've got somebody who very much disagrees with you. Hello, line two.
Hello there. My name is Jacob Tetley, and I am here to tell you that your first caller is speaking absolute rot, nonsense of the highest order.
Well, first of all, hello. Thank you for calling, Mr. Tetley. Can I ask, are you related to the Tea Tetleys?
I am so sick of this. My middle name is also Tai-Fu, but I don't go around talking about it. It's just a coincidence.
It's quite a coincidence, though,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, it's a hell of a coincidence.
And with the Jacob crackers as well.
Oh, yes, Jacob's biscuits are true. I hadn't even thought of that.
It's all quite... But hello, Jacob. Would you like to try and convince me of why I'm wrong?
I shouldn't have to convince you. This is a plain truth. It doesn't even make sense from a mechanical point of view to put the milk in first. You have to put the tea in first because then you can get your levels right. Then you can dictate how much milk goes in afterwards.
But if you're an experienced tea drinker like myself, you have a fairly good idea of how much milk you need to put in beforehand, and then you can fill it up to your needs. And then you don't get that cooked milk taste that you do when you put the milk in second. As has been scientifically proven, when you put the milk in second, it gets cooked and doesn't taste as nice.
I tell you what also gets cooked. You get a milky tea bag, sat there on its own, festering around, desperately trying to make tea, but it can't because it's in cold milk. How does that make any sense?
Well, no, the sense here, of course. Sorry, I thought this was a high-class show. I know.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Chav.
Whatever gave you the impression this was a high-class show? You said you'd listened before.
Well, I'm listening to it, so therefore it's high-class. But, yes, okay. Put your milk in. If you're going to put the tea bag in the cup, you might as well put the milk in second first. You might as well piss in it for all the difference it's going to make.
So you're anti-tea bag. You're actual tea leaf then, are you?
Not anti-tea bag in a cup. You don't put a tea bag in a cup. You put a tea bag in a teapot, or you get out.
I'm sorry, we don't all live in a Charles Dickens novel. We don't all have teapots sat on our shelves. I live in the real world, where you make yourself a brew one cup at a time. That means however many people are having a cup of tea get their own tea bag. That is just the real world, my friend. I don't know where you live in Cloud Cuckoo Land, but every mug gets a tea bag because every person deserves a tea bag.
No.
Is that not a bit wasteful, though? Surely, if, for example, you're making a pot of tea...
Nobody does that. No one makes a pot of tea anymore. Only grandmas and the mentally unstable use a teapot. It's a nonsense idea. This isn't 1908. I live in the real world.
You live in the real world, do you?
I do.
Mr. Tai-Fu Tetley.
I take exception to your tone, Bob. I don't appreciate it. This is nonsense.
The real world of internet porn and Trump for president and let's leave Europe and all that craziness. That's what real world you're living in. I'm trying to preserve something of our sense and of our dignity, and you do that by making a cup of tea in a teapot.
Let me ask you.
Like God meant.
Let me ask you this. How much milk do you put in your teapot before it gets served out? Because that's the way you want to do it.
No, it's not. Whoever said
Milk in
anything
a
about
teapot? What's wrong
you're
with you?
twisting my words. Just like that is fake news.
No,
that is
sir.
fake
No,
news.
sir. I will not sit down. I will not sit down.
Let's just
I
calm this
didn't
down.
know
a
you were
little bit.
standing up. We're on the phone. You can stand up if you want. I don't give a shit.
I would apologise for the language, but I don't give a fuck, frankly. When you say you're standing up, are you actually standing up? Are you that angry right now?
I'm stood up, and do you know what I'm doing? I'm making myself a little brew. What am I doing? I'm popping a tea bag into my cup, and then I'm putting hot water in, because that's how you make tea.
And then you stir it
putting
around
milk
for a
in.
couple of bits. Take the tea bag out and put the milk in, and that is not tea. That is tannin-flavoured water. In order to make a proper cup of tea, you need to let it brew, and in order to let it brew, you got to put it in a teapot. Any bam pot use that. Any bam pot use that.
Scientifically, he does have a point that if you do it one way around, it's one thing. You do it around the other, and unfortunately, right now I can't remember which it is. But I don't really care, to be honest.
I'm sorry, but he's living.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
No.
He's living in a fantasy world. People don't use teapots.
I use a teapot, and so do all the people I know, and we run the country.
Who? Sorry. Who am I speaking to again?
Are you a member of the Tea Illuminati?
I've said too much already. If you know how to read your tea leaves properly, you'll know who's talking to you, and you'll know not to question my word.
I'm sorry. I keep this going, but someone's just knocked at my door, so I'm going to go and see who that is. 1 second, please.
That'll be Simon.
Sir, can I help you? What? No, I put the milk in second. Unhand me, sir. Get off me.
Okay, I think that's probably as good a time as any to wind that up, because it got a little bit weird. Thank you both of you for calling and being animated in a way that I really didn't expect about tea, but thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Tune in again for more.
But there is definitely some...
Classic chime in from Bob there.
Not knowing anything, but that's the main point. I don't know anything, but I've got the loudest microphone.